Hello, this is Way of Weinstein and Up Against the Odds special NFL Talk collab. Here to talk about a couple topics in the NFL. I'll be shortly joined by my co host, Bruce Wall, and momentarily we'll be talking some NFL on this beautiful Saturday morning. And
Finally,
Bruce, what's up, my man?
what's up? Finally, you all do not know how long it took for me to figure out the app. Jake knew what he was doing, but I'm new to the Facebook app. You do not know how long, but yes, like he said, we're here to talk to you about a couple topics. Well, mainly just Eli and Odell and the Giants and the circus that is the New York Giants right now. I know. But it's a circus. It is a circus. Oh my. But it's still top of the morning. It's not 12 o'clock yet. So top of the
Still
morning.
11:41, still AM.
Yep, still AM. So well, I would say this. Odell, with the interview when he was with Lil Wayne, and the questions that he was asked, he claims that it brought you all together on that prior game. Me neither.
Mm. Okay, so are you a Giants fan? Who's your NFL team?
The Colts, but I'm from DC, so I still rep the Skins too. And we not doing much better either. Neither team,
Mm.
not the Colts or the Skins. And I call them the Skins because I don't like saying Redskins.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't. I'm not. I'm the least political person you'll ever meet.
That's cool. We good.
All
But
right. So here's the thing. So I'm a diehard Giants fan. Eli is one of my favorite three people in life. My favorite three people are Derek Jeter, Eli Manning, and
okay.
Larry David.
Okay. Good three. Well,
Those are my
I
top.
I like Eli as well. I might as well explain myself. I became a Colts fan. I fell in love with the Colts because of Peyton Manning in the offense. And,
Mhm.
of course, they're brothers. So, back in the day, the Patriots used to beat the Patriots used to beat Peyton Manning all the time. Like, all
Mm.
the time. So, and every Super Bowl Eli played the Patriots, you know who I was rooting for. You know I was rooting for Eli every time. And every time he came through. So I got a special place for Eli as well. I got a special place for Eli, most definitely. He was knocking Tom Brady out.
Mm.
But man, I will say this. Your line is an issue. Um, and also your defense. Your defense isn't as good as they were during
Mm.
Dak Prescott's rookie season. That was what, about 2 years ago, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
2 years ago. Your defense was stout, but it's falling. Even Jack Rabbit isn't playing the same either.
Mm.
And what you all have going for you all, what you have going for yourselves is Odell. Besides the off-field antics, he's still electrifying. He has to get out of his own way. He has to start to become a leader, shut his mouth, and let his play
Mm.
talk. And also, don't compare yourself to other receivers as far as how many targets. Like Antonio Brown gets a lot of targets. Okay, you're in a different offense, a different scheme. Like your offense, your team period is totally different from the Steelers for the most part. So you can't compare yourself to them. You got to be humble. Get open. When your catches come, they come. You take advantage. Most important, you take advantage. You don't go out, let's say, on a trip before a playoff game.
True. I mean, with the whole boat trip,
Yeah.
that wasn't the right thing to do. You don't do that the week of a playoff game. I mean, and especially when I don't know if you remember that game, how the Giants were driving. Eli was looking like playoff Eli,
He was.
dropped a clear touchdown. Easy, easy. Eli dropped it right there. So so here's the thing with the Giants. I don't know if you listened to Colin Cowherd or First Take.
Yeah, the Herd. I listened to the Herd. I listened to First Take. Also, as well as I listened to Undisputed
Mm-hmm.
and First Things First and Get Up. So I'm
Okay.
pretty, yeah, versatile.
So here are a couple things that have been addressed on those shows that are driving me crazy that I feel like are being taken out of context.
Okay.
When they're saying that everyone in New York went mad when they benched Eli
Oh
Manning. So wait, so here's the
yeah.
thing with that. We went mad because he got benched for Geno Smith.
Exactly.
That's what.
Exactly. Agreed.
That's why.
Agreed. Agreed.
Okay, finish that sentence. For Geno Smith. If they would have benched him for Davis Webb, who's no longer on the team, I would have been like, you know what? The consecutive start streak, that sucked, but I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if this third round pick can actually be someone and could have been Spider-Man.
Exactly. Exactly.
So like
But
that drives me crazy. That's one. And two
mm,
is that how so I feel like in a way like when Cowherd loves Sam Darnold. I honestly think
oh.
that Sam Darnold may be his illegitimate son. He loves him that much.
That's good. I
Like
didn't know he loved him that much. Okay. Man.
he literally has his briefcase called Darnold Dollars. If
Oh
you watch the
my,
show,
you're
it
right.
used to
Yeah.
he loves
It's
him. And I mean,
mm-hmm.
okay, so here's the thing. So there are three college teams I like for college
Mm-hmm.
football. I like Ohio State because my mom went there. I like the
That's my
U
team.
because
Your
okay,
mom went.
that's your team.
Oh yeah, I love your mom already. She went to Ohio State. Ohio State is my
Yeah,
team. That's why I love Zeke, even though he plays for Dallas. But
yeah.
ah,
She took me to
cool.
the Ohio State Michigan game 2 years ago when they won in double overtime.
Ooh, that was a pleasure. That was
Yeah.
a pleasure.
So
Man.
Ohio State, the U because my grandma, my mom's mom, and
Mm-hmm.
some of my best friends went to the U, and now
Cool.
the third is USC.
You
So
got some good
because
teams,
because
man. Yeah.
so USC because my dad will play this game with me saying he'll call me and say Jake, guess who's Jewish? And 10 years ago it was Taylor Mays, and I thought that was the
Oh,
coolest thing that there was
yeah.
this guy who was black, Jewish, bar mitzvahed, and an all American. So I thought that was the
Taylor
coolest thing.
Mays. Yeah, he was a
And
bomb too.
yeah, he was. So last year I visited some friends in LA, went to a USC game, saw Sam Darnold in person, and I'd say I probably watched at least 15 Sam Darnold USC games. And my
Mm-hmm.
biggest takeaway from Darnold in college was that Darnold makes a lot of wow throws that'll like wow, this guy's gonna be great, but he'll also miss on a lot of
Interception.
routine throws.
Yeah,
So
and he turns the ball over a lot as well.
yeah, honestly, I don't really get on him for that because
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have someone who's more Brett Favre and like Eli and playoff Eli than someone who's
I
like an
get what you're saying.
Alex Smith. Because
Yeah,
make your mistakes.
I don't want to check down. Yeah, I don't want to check down Alex.
Right.
Even though he led the league last season in yards, though Alex Smith led the league in last season's passing yards. Fun fact.
So, so with the NFL draft, I was thinking Giants should take a quarterback. Although if the Giants were heart set on Saquon Barkley at 2, fine. I could live with that. If they didn't think any
Yeah,
of those other guys, but here's where I'm going
I
to
think they
like
had
rip.
Baker Mayfield in mind. Honestly, I think they had Baker
Hmm.
Mayfield in mind, which I agree should have been the first pick, which he was.
I
But
saw your
I
video
didn't.
on that.
Oh, cool. Yep. So I wasn't sure if they were gonna pick Baker, but they did. The Browns actually.
You're freezing
Here we
for a
go.
second. All
I,
right, you're
I got a
back.
call. Yeah, I got a call. But so basically, what I'm saying is they chose good, and I believe if they didn't choose, if the Browns hadn't chose Baker, that the New York Giants would have. But since he was
Really?
gone, I think so. But since he
Hmm.
was gone, to me, none of the other quarterbacks interest them as much as Saquon. And I think it was a good choice because even though Eli's doing bad, you all have a year to get it together as far as O-line goes, and then you can find a young quarterback in this draft, or you can get a veteran quarterback for cheap.
Okay, so to build off what you said, so here's one thing I'm going to rip the Giants, and I'm going to go on what you said for bringing on a young quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So with the Giants, if you look at when the quarterbacks were taken, Darnold 3, and then Allen, I'm looking at the draft right now, Allen
Okay.
went 7. So anyone that watches me
Oh, Allen.
knows
Okay.
I have a
Yeah.
huge man crush on Josh Rosen because
Oh, Josh Rosen. Okay.
again, got again Jewish guy, but like think he throws the best deep ball, and out of
Mm-hmm.
all the quarterbacks, he wasn't taken at 8, he wasn't taken at 9, and if I'm the
Mm,
Giants, here's what I do: I get on the phone at 8
trade
or
up.
9 and say, hey, do you let's do this. Let's get a future second, a third, and a fourth, or
Trade
if
up.
need be, a future first, and literally a first and a fifth, and then you have Saquon, you have Josh Rosen, who his biggest complaint was that he gets injured and that he's
Yeah.
too smart. When is
Yeah, I'm
being
about to
too
say
smart a
they
problem?
yeah, they didn't like his arrogance, but at the same time, Aaron Rodgers has some of that arrogance. And
Yes.
look at Aaron Rodgers. So
Yeah.
that didn't bother me at all. You're right. That actually would have been good for them to get Saquon and trade up again. You would have had Rosen, Saquon, Odell, yeah, and then
So.
Shepard too. Yeah, and Rosen does throw the ball down the field, and to me, that's
Mm-hmm.
part of y'all problem. Y'all can't get the ball down the field, but
Exactly.
that's partially Eli, also the line, because I
Very
watched a
true.
couple of I watched a couple of games, consecutive games, and I'm saying, man, he's running for his life almost, and he can't even run. So he's sitting
Yeah.
duck. He's a sitting duck. So yeah, Rosen would have gave you all more mobility as well, though. Too. He's younger. He could get out. He could dodge traffic, dodge the sacks, and throw the ball down the field better. Yeah, that would have been a good. Yeah, in hindsight, in hindsight,
And I said
they
this in
do
a
it
video
now.
before the season started. So, and with Rosen, I would say have him, even as bad as the Giants are now, I would say still sit, learn the playbook. This way, you can have a Patrick Mahomes situation where you can have him just sit for an entire year, learn, use that big brain of yours to study the bleep out of the playbook,
Mm-hmm.
and really develop rapport in practice with Shepard, Odell, Saquon, Engram, and then next year you're good to go. Now
That's actually That's actually smart. That's really smart. And a lot of teams, they don't sit their number one draft picks, especially when it's quarterbacks. They don't sit them down enough like they did Patrick Mahomes. And now look at him doing this season. Look at how he's excelling this season. I think they should have did that with Rosen. You actually got some good points, like some
I
real good
know,
points.
no, it
You
breaks
might
my
want to
heart.
call up the Giants and be like, "Hey, sign you." They might need to sign you.
It breaks my heart. I mean, so like all of that, like just the and you throw on the fact that he's one of the few non-Giants I follow on social media, and he's calling himself Hebrew Hammer, wishing people a happy Shabbat. So, and
For real.
he's into it. So like so looking
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
So looking forward, like my whole Josh Rosen plan didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so what can the Giants do moving forward? So one guy that Cowherd and Max Kellerman have mentioned a lot. Uh,
Go ahead.
Justin Herbert. I'm saying so. Herbert plays
Mm-hmm.
3:30 today at home against number 7 Washington. So now I've seen one
You
Herbert
know
game.
what time?
3:30.
You said 3:30.
3:30 ABC.
I'll be on my way to work. I'll watch the
3
highlights though.
So 3:30 ABC. So
Okay.
now, based on what I've heard from them talking about him, and just I've seen one game of his,
Mm-hmm.
he's 6'6", 234, throws a very good, accurate deep ball, and he's actually mobile.
I was going to say, a lot of times though, in past histories, would show this 6'6" quarterbacks, they don't prevail in the NFL though.
Well, I think the actual number is 6'7". Because I think Paxton Lynch, he would. Because like
Yeah, 6'7". Yeah, but 6'6" is kind of dancing with the devil a little bit.
it is, but realistically, I mean, like Peyton and Eli are
It's,
what 6'5", an inch, 1 inch
yeah,
is real.
yeah. Paxton Lynch doesn't pan out.
I
Uh-oh.
mean,
Oh, you know
with
what?
mhm.
Yeah, 6'5". 6'5" is a perfect height. But I mean, they can still do it. 6'6" is fine, like you said, because that's almost what I think Cam Newton is almost 6'6", if not 6'6".
Right.
Yeah, and you said
So
he's
with him,
mobile.
he's mobile, so you could do the RPOs with Saquon and Odell. And
You
here's the thing:
could.
the Giants are 1-5, and there's not that many teams that are going to be upcoming in the 2019 draft. They're going to need a
Mm-hmm.
quarterback. I mean, here are a couple that off the top of my head who could possibly use a quarterback.
The Bills.
Jacksonville, the Bills got Allen.
Oh yeah, they do.
Jacksonville, if they don't like Bortles. Dallas, if they
No,
don't like Dak.
definitely Jacksonville. Border's going to be out of there.
Denver, because Case Keenum
They,
in
but they. I don't think it's going to be Denver. Denver might be okay. No, I said Denver might be okay.
mm. But if I'm the Giants, I'm scouting him as much as possible to see if he's the guy. Because realistically, for the next upcoming draft, Giants got to take a
Mm-hmm.
QB. Now, one rumor that not really a rumor, just something that Cowherd brought up
Oh,
was that what
I
if the
gotta stop you.
Giants?
I gotta
Hmm?
stop you. That's my dad. My dad keeps calling.
Okay,
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and exit. I'm gonna exit you guys. It's
all
been
right,
a pleasure. We'll do this again. And Jake, keep doing what you do. We're gonna link up again soon.
definitely. Good to see you. Thanks for joining, Bruce.
No problem. Go Giants.
Hopefully.
Oh man. Oh.
So again, thanks to Bruce for joining me. So to wrap things up with the Giants and then to get to some picks. So I really think Justin Herbert could be the guy. That's what they have to look forward to now. Is there another quarterback that could be the guy? Now, one thing I was gonna say with Bruce is that now Coward mentioned an idea of what if Gruden's fed up with Carr and the Giants make a trade for him. Now, do I see that as being a likely possibility at all? Absolutely not. I would say that the Giants are more likely to go for a Justin Herbert or whatever quarterback they seem fit. So, now for a couple of picks this weekend. So, for the Chiefs at the Patriots are -3.5. I really like the Patriots, and in this game, I mean Brady and Belichick. These are statement games that maybe a game against the Lions or a team that's not really going to go anywhere. That this is going to be their Super Bowl. Belichick knows that everyone's going to be watching. It's a Sunday night game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots won by 2 touchdowns. All right, next game. Jaguars -3 against the Cowboys. I think this is a big mismatch. I really like the Jaguars in this game. And I've always said that Dak is overrated and was a product of his weapons. Now that he doesn't have his weapons, they are Zeke dependent. Jaguars, I would say, are going to win by over a touchdown. Now, next game that I really like. So, the Chargers at the Browns. I got to say, I like the Browns. The the Chargers are -1. I got to say, the Browns lead the NFL in takeaways, and Baker just seems to fire them up. There's a new sense of confidence. They're no longer the clowns, they're actually the Browns. Browns going to get the third win. And the next game, okay, so Steelers at Bengals. So the Bengals are -2. When do the Bengals ever win a big game? When? They haven't won a playoff game in over 15 years. I mean, come on. The Bengals are a joke. They'll have their good September, but Steelers, even without Le'Veon, I think will win a close one. And only two more. So the Bears -3.5 at the Dolphins. I mean, Khalil Mack has absolutely been a revelation for the Bears. And he could be the first defensive player to win MVP since the great Lawrence Taylor. And I'm not the biggest Trubisky fan, but Nagy's a very, very talented young coach. So I would say Bears win slightly by over 3.5, maybe 4, maybe a touchdown. And last game. So I alluded to my man crush on Josh Rosen. Cardinals at Vikings -10. I'm worried for this game. I am very, very worried that this could be the game that, knock on wood, Josh Rosen ends this game healthy, that he is still standing in one piece after this game. That being said, I would say that the Vikings are going to win, but I would say by around 9 to 8 points. Cardinals keep it closer than you think. So those are my picks. And again, thanks to Bruce for joining me to talk about Eli and the whole Giants situation. So this concludes this episode of Way of Weinstein. But before I sign off, I'd like to take a minute to talk about an organization that is near and dear to my heart, Moishe House. So Moishe House is a place where young adults in their 20s come together and celebrate vibrant Jewish communities. Once a year, Moishe House runs the We Are fundraising campaign, inviting young adults participating in Moishe House and their friends and family to make meaningful contributions to the organization so that we're able to continue to support young leaders in their 20s. If you would like to donate, you can click on the link in the comments section of this video. Thank you. Again, so that wraps it up. If you like this video, like it, share it, write a comment. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to me at Way of Weinstein. And if you want to find Bruce's channel on YouTube, that is Up Against the Odds. Have a great rest of your weekend.